In Bentley's BIM solutions, you have the ability to not only model in the most flexible way and also to the best industry standards out there that are included with the applications, but also to create construction drawings very quickly on the fly and to update those drawings as you go. This session we're going to be looking at the actual creation of a construction drawing. The first thing we need to look at is the fact that if we rotate this model about a bit, you can see that it is complex. We zoom in, you'll see there are a number of pipes, number of girders, number of beams, support mechanisms, etc. So with that, what we're going to be doing now is that we're going to start making or constructing our sheet that will eventually be our construction drawing. First thing we need to do is open up our models, and that will open up the models dialog. Inside our models in Bentley's BIM solutions are essentially the drawings and information that can be stored within the DGN file itself. So you can see here that I have a number of models in here that I've broken out, and I can reattach these as and when I want. So I have foundation models, ISO models, piping, connection details, framing, etc. Today I want to make a brand new model. So I'm going to come to create a new model, and straight away the create model dialog box opens, and with this it's best to read it top to bottom. So at the top I have type from seed. You can also see a sheet from seed. You can also see I can just make a sheet. I want to show just the sheet from seed functionality today. What this will do, it'll bring me by default to where my seeds are in my system, in this case to my structural. In this case what I actually want to do is come back up to workspace. I want to go to system, and I want to go to the folder called borders, and in there you'll see three folders: ANSI, Architectural, ISO. These contain all the standard border sizes for those three codes. I'm going to choose ANSI, and I'm going to choose a D border here, roughly equivalent to an ISO A0. And what I want to do here is come down and say, you can see all the standard scales that we can use for this particular drawing. I want to come in and say I want to choose a 1:48, and I want to say OK. You can see now that it's filled it in a D border 1:48 scale. I'm going to come in here and call this steel. I can give it a description, a sheet number. We can automatically have this update itself to revision number 2 or revision A, B, C, whatever it is as we go through. My text is coming through here. This is my annotation scale. My text is coming through at 1/4 of an inch to 1 foot. So this is going to scale it to the sheet, so I don't have to sit there and worry about the size of text. I can just type in using my text styles, and it, Bentley Structural will actually automatically place it to the same size as it should be. Display sheet layout, you're going to see that in a few seconds and understand about that. Again, double checking ourselves: D border, ANSI D, origin 00, rotation is a 0. And now I'm going to click OK. This creates a brand new model with inside our DGN. In this case it's called steel. You can still see that we have all the other models in place all the way up, including our default one. What I need to do now though is that now that I have my default there, what I want to do now is open up my references, and you can see automatically my references, my D border is attached. But what I want to do now is literally place my model onto this construction drawing. I'm going to highlight default and just literally drag and drop it in. There are a number of attachment methods you can use. I want to use interactive, and I want to say OK. Now I get the ability, the reference dialog opens up. I'm not stuck in stone here by saying it's the default model, the master model. I can actually go in even at this point and change the choice. But I'm going to stay with default. I'm going to align it with my master file. You can see I've got any save views or standard views attached to this model itself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow nesting to the depth of 1. You've got this one here, revision, the latest available. If there is design history turned on, and in this case it has been, I can actually go back in time to see, to actually print out or to assemble a sheet file from previous design iterations of this. You can see that Christopher Garrell has altered this file on 2 occasions, and again committing after importing from Stard Pro. So we're going to choose the latest one available to us, and I'm going to say OK. And then again I'm coming into here. You can see that my model is now occupying the sheet I want, but there is bleed over on the model. In fact, I only need to have this cooling section here and the tower detail here. I don't actually need any of this stuff here. So what I can do here, I can literally place a fence inside of my DGN. In this case I'm going to do it very simply, and then I can come down to my reference settings and say clip reference. Let's move that up a little here. I can say clip reference, and now once I've clipped the reference, you can see that my drawing itself has been clipped into my sheet file, and now we have our drawing that's ready to produce. Previously, when I created this sheet, you'll notice that I said I'd talk about display sheet option. The display sheet option is very simply this shadow, this three-dimensional shadow effect around the sheet. So when I come to print this sheet out, you can see straight away that my print area has automatically gone to sheet. It recognizes the sheet. It will only print the extents of the sheet, so you don't have to worry about sizes or doing any other further steps. Just say now, go to print. What I want to do here actually is just come down to the Bentley driver. I want to do a PDF, and then I want to say print it out. I'll get a dialog box. I'm going to put that on the desktop. I get the printing in progress. It's now done. I can come out of this, open up Acrobat Reader or any of the other Acrobat family that I have, and you can see straight away that I have my drawing as I needed it in the way I wanted it itself. That's how to create a basic drawing file, a construction drawing file in Bentley Structural, and it follows the same with Bentley's other BIM building information modeling solutions, such as Bentley Architecture, Bentley Building Mechanical, and Bentley Building Electrical System.